Hey everyone, I'm Kim with Kim's Gifts and Decor. I know Carly seemed to be running over a little bit, so I'll give everybody a few minutes to come on. How is everyone doing today? Good, I hope. Hey Jenny, how are you? I think Carly ran over a little bit, so I'm just going to give a few minutes for some people to come on. Jenny's on with us tonight at 7 o'clock. Hey Sam, how are you? Hey Holly, how are you? Did Carly finally finish up? She's a hoot. I love watching her. She is a hoot. And for any of you that don't know, Meshing with Carly changed the name of her page. It is now Crafting and Chaos with Carly. I love the name. It's very fitting for her. I'm doing good. Hey Quincy, how are you? Hi Dee. Anybody else I may have missed? I was trying to do a little prep work. And you know how that goes. You never get done as much as you want to. You start doing stuff everybody calls, you know. Although I had a special delivery at the door for Valentine's Day, so that was a nice break. So, yesterday I showed these shelf sitters. I have, hey Shannon, how are you? Hey Stacy, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while, girl. I hope you and your family are doing well. So I have these double layer shelf sitters. This bunny is 8-inch, and then there are two 6-inch bunnies. There is one with the flowers. Let me put you down a little bit. Hey, Michelle. There's one with the flowers, and then there's another one with lines. Oh, right in front of me. It had teeth that would have bit me. And then the one with the lines. So I don't think we're going to get to the 6-inch bunnies today. We'll see, but I highly doubt it. And my friend Michelle gave me an idea. I'm going to, like decoupage scrapbook, the back of the one egg. I'm finally feeling better, for sure. So I decided that on the back of this egg, there's two different eggs, by the way. There's this 6-inch egg that has all the little holes in it. And then there's this 4-inch egg that has the little swirly lines in it. So we got this one here. I'll put that on the side. So I'm going to, if I can remember how. Hey Debbie, how are you? Thank you for sprinkling. Whoa, I'm knocking everything over here. I want to use this because if I go with this behind it, it's like, it's not solid, it's not ombre, but it gives a little texture in the back. So I'm going to kind of go with this. Hey Kathleen, how are you? And we're going to use that as the back, and then I'm going to do a another pink on top of that. So I'm trying to prep this bunny. Let me do the back real quick. I did 2 coats on the front. Hey Rita, how are you? Anybody else I missed? I'm sorry. How is everybody? What plans does everyone have for Valentine's Day tomorrow? Anything? Oh my goodness, we had all that rain yesterday. It was horrible. Janine's got it out there today, I guess. It was cold. It's a little bit warmer today, but I go to Buffalo next week for, I leave Wednesday night or Thursday morning. I'm not sure which one yet. Next week, and the lows are going to be 0 and 1. I'm like, yeah, I'm not used to this stuff. Not at all. Not at all. I'm like, I think I might need to go buy me another jacket. Something a little warmer. Crafting for Mischief Maker, take over Mardi Gras. That's right. Raymond's on tonight at 8 o'clock for that as well. Mardi Gras Mischief whole crafting evening. And then Monday is that extravaganza, which I'm kind of excited about. And then if anybody's missed anybody today, like, I'm never up to watch Shelby. I feel so bad. But I just, between 5 and 7, I'm never up to watch Shelby. But you can always catch everyone on the replay. Don't forget. Now, seeing as how these bases have 2 layers, what white do I like? The only white I use is Deco Art Americana Snow Titanium White. And I'm making a mess of it. It's a little bit thicker. It covers really well. I love that white. And these bases, it's a double layer shelf sitter, and it's a double base. So I don't want the black around the base, the top base. So I'm painting the edge of it white. So I'm going to need a couple coats of that regardless. But I love me my Deco Art paint. I'm trying to use up the rest of all my folk art and apple barrel and whatnot, and just strictly get colors with Deco Art. And I knew they have 12 new colors now, and they're always coming out with new stuff and new things, and I love me some Deco Art. So I didn't want this to show black, this layer. So we'll get that going. That's your white now too? You love it, don't you? Did I get you hooked on it? Hey Cece, how are you? I hope you and Ralph are doing well. Hope you're feeling better. Hey Carly, you're a hoot girlfriend. I love the name of your new page. It's so fitting. New colors, you'll have to look. Yeah, they have 12 new colors out. They just released them last week, I think, Michelle. They're getting a lot of new products out there. That's for sure. Let this baby dry. And then I'm going to cut out my my friend Michelle Joseph's idea of kind of decoupaging this egg in the background. So we're going to try this. And I love the idea. Stacy, your husband has to be happy. He hasn't heard in a while. Hey Monica, how are you? Kim said I got to get this. Or Kim uses this, right? I'm going to meet your husband. He's going to go, what the heck? What's with this Kim? So I don't want any of the green or the white, so I'm going to kind of go there and trace it. And then cut it out. And I was looking for a napkin because I like decoupaging with napkins much better, but we're going with the scrapbook paper. The only tissue paper or napkin I had, I didn't like. So before I cut that, I am going to put Mod Podge on here so it can dry. And hey Rosa, how are you? He actually asked about me the other day. Uh-oh. Was he looking to spend money? I can spend money for you, no problem. Not a problem. And then Sam uses this. She got me hooked on this for decoupaging. It's in the travel section at Walmart for like $12. Best thing ever. I love it. And if you do use a napkin, make sure that you take all the layers off. It's usually a 2 or 3 layer napkins. So make sure you do take those off, all those layers. You only want that one layer if you decoupage with a napkin. I looked at the ones I had and I wasn't too thrilled with them. So we're going with scrapbook paper. Oh yeah, Stacy, if he wants, I can spend money for him. That was sweet though. Tell him I said hello. I love your baby iron too. Love it. It's just the perfect size. And make sure you put enough on of the Mod Podge. And then we're gonna let that dry. I got my water. Hopefully we won't spill that today. Last time I spilled it all over. Hey Maria, how are you? Big mama jama. Put this on the floor. On the floor. Look, I got this for my birthday. Did y'all hear the story? My husband's not on Facebook, so he can't hear. He told my daughter he was getting me the Ryobi hot glue gun for my birthday, right? This was October. Tell him you need the Ryobi hot glue gun from Home Depot. Mm-hmm. You have that down to an art already. So he said he was going to get it. Now my birthday's in October, right, y'all? He told my daughter he was going to get it. Okay, didn't say another word about it because I told him I wanted it. 2 weeks later, my daughter says to me on the phone with him on speaker, so how do you like that hot glue gun? I said, I don't know. Somebody didn't get it for me yet. Hey, Catherine, how are you? So don't you know, the next day he went and he got it, and then I was on strike. I'm like, well, if you have to be guilted into buying me something, I don't want it. So I went on strike, and I actually did not use it for over a month. But now that I decided to use it, I really do love it. I do. I like it. I like it a lot. So we're going to let that dry, and we're going to cut this out. Hey, Janelle, how are you? And this one takes the big glue gun sticks. There's one out there that takes the small one too, so I'm going to get that one eventually. But I think I'll end up buying that one myself because I'm not waiting on him. So we're just going to kind of get it close because once we iron that on there, I'm just going to take the sandpaper and get the edges off so that it, not that I need it distressed, but my little palm sander, we're going to use that. So that's still drying. We're going to let that dry. Should do that first, huh? Hey, Karen, how are you? Let's see how this is doing. Needs a little bit more white on the edge. And then we're going to start painting the bunny. So there's 2 eggs, there's 2 bunnies, there's 2 different sizes. There's actually 3 different bunnies, but I stand corrected. Harley gave you his big what? Harley gave you his bug? Oh no, you're sick. No, yeah, see why I use his toothbrush? Oh no, Janelle, I'm so sorry. You got that bug? I'm so sorry. I'm like, his big what? You ain't talking about Harley. His bug. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. It took me a good 4 days to get over what I had too. It was awful. Yeah, that's why I use his toothbrush. That's exactly right, Albert. Hey, Karen. Oh, 2 days. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. It's nasty. It's going around terribly. But I am glad we got it before we leave for New York next week. So, and I hope everyone participates. Starting Sunday, I believe, is the kickoff for the Crafting for a Cause for Mrs. P. So hopefully y'all can watch, participate. She really is a great member of our family, and it's sad what she's going through. But if we can help her in any way, for sure. Quincy, I'm never repeating that again. Not. I don't know what anybody's talking about. So now we've got this guy. This is the. So what I figured I'm going to do with this one is so I don't burn myself with the itty bitty iron that's still really hot. We're going to put that baby over there. This is still dry, and we're going to put her over there. I'm going to do this a couple different colors. I have grass green, 540 with Tina's Tasteful Treasure Kickoff. That's Sunday, right, Sam? 5 sweet quickies starting at 4:45 with Tina's Tasteful Treasures Kickoff. And that is Sunday, right? The 15th. The 16th. The 16th. So I'm going to do grass green for, there's a little bit of leaves on here. I've got the leaves here, 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 and here. So we are going to do that. Yep, Sunday. Kickoff is 4:45. And everyone's on their own business page. And then the big auction is the following Monday. So if you're not a member of the group, please sign up. You never know what you're going to find, see, like, want, and help. And I'm going to try to, I don't want to tape it off, but I'm going to try to keep all the green paint as much as I can off the outside because I am going to make my bunny pink. I have the inside white, but I'm going to make my bunny pink. Now the base, it doesn't really matter if you go into the base. Because that'll go in a base, you won't see it, right? And we can use a little itty bitty brush, and I can feel that heat from that little bitty iron to go along the edge here so that we don't get on there. Auction is 1 week from Monday on the 24th. Yep. So it's a full week of crafting and designing and everything that people are donating and making. They have to send over to Teresa with a picture. And then it's going to be auctioned off on Monday the 24th, all day long. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Fun-filled days. And I like the way Sam said they're doing like a Jerry Lewis telethon type of thing as well. I can't wait to see that. That's kind of interesting. That was a really cute idea. Whoops, I forgot the one up here. Eastern, I just looked, it does say Eastern on there. Well, Janelle, I hope you're on the upswing. I hope you're starting to feel better after 2 days of it. Yuck. Put this here and get my dauber back. Hey Shelby, how are you? Marathon starts at 6 a.m. Saturday the 22nd and goes for 24 hours. Y'all are gonna be pooped. That is so neat. $5:24 already. Oh my goodness, where's the time go? And I prepped. It's because I'm too busy talking too. So from 5 to 7 today was Shelby with Designs by T-Rex. And then Carly moved her time. So it was then Ginger at 8 o'clock with Glitzy Creations by Ginger. Teresa was not on today. I hope she's enjoying her daughter and spending time with her. And hopefully they didn't get too much snow. I saw that picture with her, that vehicle with all the snow. So hopefully she's able to spend some quality time with her daughter. 10 o'clock was Jan Ann with Uniquely Chic by Jan Ann. 11 o'clock was Cece. Do you see the table she's doing, y'all? That thing is gorgeous. Although the leaves and the sunflowers and everything today, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. If you have not seen it, go back and watch that. Holy cow. It is just beautiful. She's amazing with resin. And then 12 o'clock was Janine with Georgia Morning Glories. 1 o'clock was Catherine. Hey, Tina, down a Flagstone Path. 2 o'clock was Rebecca with Purple Dreamer Creations. 3 o'clock was Debbie with Paper Sweeties. 4 o'clock, Carly filled in because Mrs. P was not able to make it today. She had an appointment that she had. And her new page is Crafting in Chaos with Carly. So make sure you check her out. And then there's me. After me is Sam with Kome's Crafting Corner. And then at 7 o'clock is the Jenny with Colossal Creations. Raymond and Susan are not on tonight. Well, Raymond's not on with Live Sales and Crafting Down South. There's that Mardi Gras Madness. So he still will be on his page. You can catch him. He is just doing the Mardi Gras Madness stuff. And if you could not catch anybody live, definitely please go back and watch the replay. And again, whatever you can do to help, watch, support for Mrs. P. Starting Sunday with the kickoff, please help. And there is linked to that page if you'd like to do a monetary donation. You can do directly to Mrs. P. There's a link right there for her PayPal. any help, big or small, is greatly appreciated. It all helps so much. So there, we're gonna let that dry. How are we here? Oh, just a tad, just a little bit more and we're dry and we can do our egg. Hey Julie, how are you? Almost done, almost done. Another coat of this on the back, like an assembly line. One and the other. It's hard to believe Valentine's Day is already tomorrow. It's crazy. This year is just flying by. Half of February already over with. Gone. Kaputs. Before you know it, it's going to be Christmas in July again. Easter's late though this year, so that's a good thing. Last year it was so early. It seemed like it was Valentine's Day, then it was Easter. So at least we've got some time to do some Easter crafts and decorations, and it's not boom, right on one on top of another. Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, or actually Mardi Gras, Valentine's Day, Mardi Gras, St. Patrick's Day, Easter. So at least there's a little bit of a break. All right. There's the rest of the back of that one. I'm going to put that up here. Hey, Melanie, how are you? Now, I'm going to do a yellow flower in the center. And I like Sunny Day by Apple Barrel. Hey, Rebecca. Thanks for joining. I loved all those greens you had today. Those 3 different greens. Love those greens. I'm dropping everything. So I'm going to do the same thing with a little brush on the edges. And now the sun's going to come in right there, don't you know? Guess I'll be putting blinds up this weekend. I bought them finally. I remembered to get them for the window. So I'm going to put my blinds up. Because all of a sudden this time of year in the winter, I didn't realize. Guess what? I get blinded. And then y'all can't see either. So we were looking for something new to watch. Did I tell you all this already? We were watching Sopranos, like, for the 10th time. I couldn't do it anymore. Could not do it anymore. I know you love Sopranos, Sam, but I could not do it again. Could not do it. So we ended up watching, still in the process, Boardwalk Empire. And then Janine's son Joseph said something about a sneaky something or another. I don't know. And then the lady says, well, we can cut them for you. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know how that would work out. And I'm not buying them, having you cut them, and then it not working. No, thank you though. So I got the ones with the cords. I'll probably regret it, but I have no little kids, so it's okay. Or cats, just dogs. My 2 dogs. And then the pink I'm gonna use. I'm either going to go with baby pink or bubblegum pink for the bunny. Thank you so much. Which pink for the bunny you think, y'all? The darker pink or the lighter pink? That's the hubby. So we're not going to tell him we were talking about him. Mm-mm. Nope. You can't decide? I can't decide either. That's no help, Stacy. Y'all supposed to help me. Hey, Jody, how are you? You know what, y'all? It took my time away, too, so let me know when I'm getting close. Now that I got a phone call coming in, it takes my time away. I can't win. It's not one thing, it's another. We're going to go with bubblegum pink. There you go, Rebecca. That's what we decided. Thank you. Thanks for answering. Bubblegum pink is the darker one by Deco Art Americana. My favorite. So we're going to take this and we're just going to go around. Thank you, Albert. 25 minutes. Oh, doing good. Okay. Yay. I'm glad you're doing good, Jody. Yes, I definitely like the darker pink better. I definitely do. I have to get a clock in here for the wall, for sure. And then we got a little boo-boo here we gotta fix. Hey, Cece, how are you? I was telling everybody earlier, oh my God, those leaves, the sunflowers, that table you're doing, it's amazing. I was blown away by those leaves, and then you took those sunflowers out of there. I'm like, holy cow. Gorgeous. I hope you're feeling better too. You and Ralph, prayers for you both. Prayers for Judy's husband and anybody else that needs them. Prayers for Janelle. Hope she feels better soon and that bug passes quickly. Yeah, no time. We'll just go till we go, right? I love your new dog, Cece. He's adorable. We're gonna put her over there. This one's dry now. So we are gonna take our egg piece and our wax paper and our handy dandy iron. Let me put this in the water. Let this cool a little bit, and then I'm gonna do Hot Pink by Folk Art for the egg itself here. Look at, we're gonna put this on top of here. Look how pretty that's gonna be. And then with the hot pink on top of it. See that sun coming in? Yeah. Those blinds are definitely going up tomorrow. Let that cool, and we will do our egg here. Thank you, Janelle. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Thanks for joining. You could splatter this egg if you wanted to. I'm just going to highlight it in some white, I think, around the edges. To get this on first. Albert, did your shamrock cutters come and the other box, both boxes? Did they both come? I don't understand that whole Florida thing, but I wanted to make sure you got them both. We'll let this coat dry. We'll give it a second one in a minute. And we will sand our edges on our egg here. Here's my palm sander. Cutters came today. Maybe the other box will be here. Let me know. Are they right? Do they work? Are they good? And all I'm doing is I'm over my garbage can, just taking the very edge off. There's not much to take off at all because I cut it kind of close. But that's how I wanted it. The other thing I'm going to show you guys is if you decoupage and put anything on here, the very bottom here, leave that without your napkin or your scrapbook paper. I know it's not really thick, but the curve that I figured for the stand, so it's tight and it stands, that little bit might make it a little too thick. So just kind of make sure. And if you weren't completely on or straight and you've got a little pencil on the edge, that's okay, because that's going to cover it. And that sun is a pip. It's a pip. So I'll put that over there. Let me unplug my iron before I burn myself. And y'all know why I wanted I all told you the story, right? And to keep it a secret on why I wanted the hot glue gun. My husband's not here yet, so he won't know. We went to Busch Gardens last year, right? And I was crafting beforehand. Well, I came home. I left my hot glue gun plugged in the whole time. We were in Florida for 5 days. Lucky I didn't burn my house down. 5 days I was gone. And I had my hot glue gun plugged in. I'm like, yep, time to go for, time to get a battery operated one. Now, I didn't tell him that part of it. I just told him that I wanted the battery operated hot glue gun. But then I went on strike because he ticked me off. I know, right, Sam? We went to New York one time. It's not funny, but now that it's over with, it is. We went to New York one time. He misplaced his sunglasses. They were in a black case, and he tossed them in the Durango. We've got a Durango. He tossed them in there. Well, I've got black cloth seats, and when he tossed them, they went on the side of the seats and he didn't see them. So we were looking and looking and looking. He's like, I remember tossing them in the car, you know, in the Durango, but I can't find them. Okay, I looked in the house again. He looked in the house again. Couldn't find him anywhere, right? How much time do I have, Albert? Yeah, I know, right, Janelle? Then I opened up the other door, looked on the side. I'm like, okay, they're right here. They were tossed. They fell on the side of the seat and you couldn't see them. Well, I thought he closed the heavy side door, which we use as our main door for the house. He must have thought I did because I didn't come back in. You don't paint the little tab. That's very smart, Albert. I like to have it a little tight and so it's snug so that it doesn't tip over. Well, we get back home 8 days later, mind you, 8 days later. My door was completely wide open. My big heavy door, completely wide open in the house. I'm like, yeah, not good. Everything was still here. Nobody came in. Now, I do have cameras. I have 2 cameras, one on the garage and then one by the door. So, I mean, I would have been able to see if anybody walked up. And plus, I had stopped my mail. But still, it's kind of scary. Anything could have happened. Yep, left that door wide open for 8 days. We pull in the driveway. We look at the house. We both look at each other. 12. Thank you, Albert. Hey, Dewey. And we're both like, we left the door open. Yeah. So now we kind of double and triple check before we go and we do stuff. Albert, did you see the new mug cup holder for the small inserts? Did you see that yesterday? I know there's the Easter basket. You saw that one. But did you see the mug cup holder yesterday? Hey, Susan, how are you? I know, lucky. If I would have known it, we would have just called one of our neighbors and had them come over and lock the door. But we walk in, the TV's still there. I mean, everything's still here. We're like, okay. We walk in the bedroom. We're like, okay, all the guns are still here. My husband's got a gun on his nightstand in the bedroom, and he's got one on his TV stand next to, not a TV stand, but it's actually a Jack Daniels barrel next to the couch. And that was still there. Yeah. I'm like, all right, nobody was in the house. That's a bonus. I'm like, wow. Yeah. So I'm just going to move this up a little bit, and I'm just going to do a little bit of white on some of these flowers, the leaves, not the flowers, but the leaves. Yeah, so if you ever want to get in my house or something and I'm leaving, chances are I will probably leave the door open, so I'll just let you know. And I'm not only doing the edges of the green, I'm kind of going a little bit all over because you can go with another color if you wanted to on top of it, to do another green and then a white. I'm kind of liking this white itself, so I'm not gonna do another green, but that is another option. You could do a lighter green and then the white to highlight as well. But I am liking this here. I mean, my laser cutter was still there, everything. Okay, a little bit too much there. We're gonna take a little bit off of here. It's getting me white, that one's drying out. And I love these finger daubers. I just get them from Hobby Lobby. I looked on Amazon and they're not any cheaper. So, I mean, unless you don't have a Hobby Lobby near you, or you like, if you go in there and you spend way too much money and you have to order off of online, Amazon is good. But they're about the same price for the finger daubers. But I like it because you have a lot more control. And then seeing as how this is not quite dry yet, we're gonna let that be. So we've got this so far, the bunny with the yellow flowers and the green, but see how the green just makes the leaves look a little bit better there? I'm gonna take my black marker and go inside the ears here, because I did go over a little bit before I put it together, only because it's gonna be hard to get the inside to touch it up once you put it together. So I'll lay it on one side, do the inside real quick. And then I will flip it over. And you can do the outside afterwards, after it's all glued together, and I would recommend it in case any glue spooges out, or you've always got that little, sometimes it doesn't seal completely and you can see a little bit of the second layer, so then you end up going over it again. So I find if I have more than one layer, it's easier for me just to do the outside after I glue everything together. That way I don't have to do it again. But you do you. That's just me. There's no wrong and there's no right. Alrighty, we'll let that dry. Thank you, Cece. Your Hobby Lobby's about an hour away. 5-minute warning. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We'll glue together. I'm gonna take my dauber and I'm just gonna do around the edges real quick from the egg, because if you glue it together, you very well can't. And then if you shade, you're gonna have to do the edges again. And it's easier if I hold it facing me, sorry guys. Let me glue the bunnies together. Look at how pretty. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. And I like the Loctite super glue. And then again, I did the bottom stand so that you won't see the black, so it's all white. That's the wrong one. we will do the right one, which is this one. The other one's for the egg. And then we've got the bottom one here. And you don't have to glue them on if you don't want to. You can leave them so you can take it apart. So we have our little bunny with the green leaves, the pink outside, and the yellow. And then I'm just gonna finish highlighting this one here. We've got the same with the white base. I'm gonna do a little bit more white, and then we've got that underneath, and we also have our two bases for the bottom here, a double base for the egg as well. So I'm just gonna go along with my finger dauber, do a little bit more of the white like I did on the green here. And then we've got our 8-inch bunny and our 6-inch egg. Thank you, Catherine. Thanks, Rebecca. Hi, Sandy, how are you? So we've got these two here, and these are the ones that I had yesterday. So Sam's up next with Kome's Crafting Corner. Y'all give her a watch, and thank you for joining me. Y'all have a good one. Bye, guys.